Joe, can you tell us what item you're testifying on, please? What item? What item are you testifying?
I have various issues, and I want to start with Aina Mauna legacy first. We've had this discussion before. I pointed out years ago when Parker Ranch had the lease on these lands and about the goths. And I told this commission, because they had the responsibility to take the land back from them in pristine condition. Now, Parker Ranch has the funds, they have the money to clean this mess up. At one time, you guys proposed to give it to the Hawaiians, but all you guys doing is setting them up for failure. Because you gotta have deep pockets to be able to deal with this mess. And then here comes the thing about the ranchers, cattle. You guys proposing putting these scientists and all this in there. It doesn't make sense. The ranchers know more about it than you can bring any scientists in to teach. They know. A lot of them has been up there damn near all their lives, you know? And they know right where to go get the cattle. They know where they hide. It would make more sense because the Hawaiians would also profit at the same time by you giving them the opportunity to go out there, whether it's for them to create a way to get revenue or to feed their families. That's what I look at now. And then there's places up there that you guys, no cattle there, no cattle there. You guys don't understand. The top of the grass is green, underneath is dry. If it catches fire, you're not putting that fire out that easy, because there's no access for trucks to get up there to put out these fires. So I'm asking that you guys think about it. All it takes is common sense. I don't know how many of you here was ranchers up on the commission, but it just takes common sense to know that you put people up there that know the area and stuff. Okay, and then my other issue is this. I just heard Wally, before he got off of here, I hope he's here, talking about everybody coming together and for you guys to listen. And I take exception to how you spoke to Mahana Gomes.
Yeah, attention to the chair.
Because nobody's you don't bully nobody.
Not bullying.
You better remember who you work for and who you represent here.
Let's look.
You know? I don't tolerate that, and I'm sorry to the rest of you, but I don't tolerate rudeness in a person like that. She was trying to explain to him that we have over 1,500 signatures on that petition against this so-called new government, because look at it this way. I couldn't vote on it because I don't belong to that association. I refuse to sign and join the association because it's not a Hawaiian concept. The Hawaiians never did have associations. And I have to join these associations, so I have a vote. Any and every Hawaiian should be able to vote on anything that has to do with Hawaiian issues.
Okay.
The next thing I want to get to is the blood quantum. I've seen it over the years. We spoke about it. The 50%ers, then the 25%ers. It was originally put in there as 1/32. Everybody here knows that. Nobody had the authority to change that. So put it this way, in 2021, the 100 years is over. Now look at that list. Actually, it doesn't exist in the office anymore. And I want that put back in the office, because that's the only way a lot of us get to look at the list and see where we're at, because we live off of the grid. We don't have access to computers and stuff. So we needed to have that put back in immediately. And you know that between you and I, Mr. Isla, that we've had a problem with that before, about my mother's name took off the list, things was taken out of my file. And when I looked at that list is how I found out that her name was removed off that list, even though I put the Pala Pala in there years ago with her for me to succeed to her. I'm not looking for so much as to getting more ranch land, I'll be honest, because I've already come through the crossroads of my life to go out there and start another 300 acres. And I gave you an option, and you guys never did get back to me on that. That would be satisfactory to me, And I'd like for this commission to entertain that, because it makes more sense, because I'd like the land to go to someone else who can use it. And then, and I apologize some, but that's the way I took it when you spoke to her like that.
Can you summarize, please?
Yeah, and also the water, what you guys charging out there at Laopua for the water is outrageous, because how can it be higher than in the village or anywhere else? Now, in the beginning, before you guys did all this stuff with the water, where the pump is on Mana Road, I proposed that they go straight up Mana Road, cut to the right behind the ranchers, put a tank up there that makes sense than the one that runs out all the time. Put a tank up there and then gravity feed down. And then also about permits, building permits. I've been through that one. A lot of us have. We go to the county, no jurisdiction. Because why? The roads does not meet their criteria. There's no infrastructure. There's no water hydrants. They don't want the liability of giving us the building permits. So what we have been doing is building, but to code. In case it ever happened, but we built everything to code. But we've been building homes, because look at the homeless situation.
I'm going to ask you to summarize, because you're over the 5 minutes already.
Oh, well, anyway, but if you don't let people do something, lift themselves up, then you're looking at, you want everybody else to be homeless. You guys have the power to do something about it, And I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Auntie. And then